Ramana Maharshi, he this incredible being used a what you would call the ego would call a process, but what he was using is a true intelligence that was beyond our thinking intelligence, you see, our creative intelligence, our building intelligence, our knowing intelligence, our human intelligence. The process of neti, not this, not this. So the ego says it's a process, you sit there and you just say not this, not this, not this, not this, neti, and it becomes very mechanical, a very mechanical way. And of course the religious will say, not a nice man, because he's using this mechanical way to deny that what our forefathers and all the religious beautiful beings in the past have, saints and sages and whatever you want to call them, have built up. He's denying life. He's denying what we do. What we have understood through our intelligent thinking mind that we've done. So he's not put on a pedestal like Jesus or Ram and Shiva, and he's simply treated as some sort of mechanical negative man. So what was he doing, you see? Why was he mechanically, denying what these thoughts had been portraying and believing and understanding their truth throughout the whole of our historical presence as humans? You see, he was actually putting into practice, without really knowing, from his integral mind, his programmed, conditioned, inherited mind, some deeper connection which we all have. He was doing what Christ was saying. Find yourself. Go within. Discover God within. So the denial was a denial of all the obstacles that were stopping the true presence of this Christ that is within us all. Some call it Satguru, some call it spirit, some call it soul. That was within us all. He was stopping all the obstacles from hiding the fact about what Christ was saying. Go within. Question yourself. Seek that what is within. You are the temple of God. Find that door to the temple. Now, what does the practice mean? Any thought that comes. Firstly, before the practice begins, you have to go directly to what Christ is saying and inquire. Seek within. So the only thing that we know that is within us is that I exist. So go to the place of existence. Yes? And in the place of existence is the truth. So the truth will determine who is living there, who you are. because existence is primary. All of this stuff is subsequent, secondary. You were born as a body, looking at it as the human side, and you knew your body before you knew any of this. The baby is born 4 weeks, suddenly experiences itself, experiences its breath, experiences its tummy pain, experiences everything about it, experiences its beginning of sight, experiences the world with no names. So the mother doesn't say to the baby at 6 weeks, "Okay, little John, point to me the sky, show me the sheep, tell me my name, tell me your name." All of this is secondary. So the secondary information is that what Ramana Maharshi is denying. I don't want the secondary information. How can I go to the place of existence when all of these thoughts are veiling that what is stopping me understanding the whole purpose of being here? Most miss the purpose. You see, the mind, the ego is always saying, you see, everything that is secondary is pointing to you for the good of you, back to you. Yeah? Who the hell are you? And you look out in the world and you say, well, I'm nothing compared to these people. No, who are you? You're always making comparisons to the external world, because you're only looking from the point of the body outwards. You're not looking from the baby point of view, only knowing itself. And then when you get too far out and you start being powerful and celebrity status and that incredibly gifted man, the ego is saying, no, I want you to find yourself, not this self, not this fake self, this make-believe self. And that ego then makes the pure mind redundant. Oh, get away. It's all about me in this world. It's all about my power, my knowledge, my wisdom, my greed, my needs, my attachments, my relationships. It's all about me in this world. So Ramana Maharshi is denying all of this. To question, you see, the question comes first. I know I exist. So where is the place of existence? Most, they think it's up here. Okay? And this is the door, you see, the door that Rumi and Assisi says about is the throat. Yeah? I plummeted into the void. The head disappears. I came upon this door. I opened the door. Or the door opened. And poof, there I was on the inside. See? That's a scientific, human way of explaining it. Not very poetic and religious like Rumi and Assisi, but this is the experience. The head is the problem. You see, the head stores all this external world bullshit. No, it's not bullshit once you discover yourself, because it becomes necessary when you discover yourself. Before that, it's not necessary. You're always planning to do things that are better than what is happening outside right now. Always planning to be a better person. Always planning to do good. Always planning to rob that house. Always planning to get more money. Always planning to be, the center of attraction. Always planning to do well at school. Always planning to get that university degree. Always planning out in that world, because that world is the only place that exists, and without it, I'm nothing. Yeah? And that's what Ramana was saying. If I don't find myself first, this world appears to be the only thing and it's not really a nice place. So I have to find this, because it's nothing. It is nothing. In the head, it appears to be getting better. It'll get better. It will get, one day it'll get better. Yes, and you can retire and you can have this and all 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 this. Yeah, and never looking here. So the question is the starting point, but the denial, the neti comes second. So the question is, who am I? So you're focusing on this. You're always looking for the door down here. That's okay. You're focusing on your hara, your sacral, your heart, your root. You're always questioning here. I'm not questioning this thing. This thing will come up with the answers. Who am I? The head comes. You're Graham, the person. Nati. Neti. Not this thought. You're not questioning the real world, you see. You're questioning the thoughts that say the real world is this and that. It has names, it has identities, it has past, it is future, it is time. It is thoughts, it is fantasies, it is imaginations. It is all the thoughts that come into your head to say, who am I? You're a man, not this. Because it's the head that's saying you're a man. Is it not your head? When you plummet through this door, everything is revealed. And you see for the first time what an incredible, incredible world. This is what Christ says, to be reborn. You look out a window before you start even thinking about a process or a mechanical way. And you look from your head and thoughts are milling around everywhere. When will I start this process? When will I do this? What's the weather like today? Where am I going? I need to phone this, I need an appointment, I need to go to my job, yeah? And then the minute you say, no, I'm going to self-inquire. Okay, what do I know? I only know I exist. Everything else is an illusion, is a subsequent thought that arises from me, unfortunately up here. So if I know I exist, if that's all I know I exist, if that's the only thing I know, I'm really happy I'm at this point. I can now put this questioning into practice. So if I exist, who am I or what am I existing as? Where am I existing? Can I be seen? From where am I looking and as what? And hundreds of answers will come from here. And you're not denying here, because the answer has to come from here. See? If you're asking here, your answer has to come from here. If you ask the policeman in the road for directions, you don't look at his feet, you don't look at the person beside him, you look at the policeman and he says, second left, and you go, thank you. So any answer that comes from here, neti, not this. How long can this practice, this process, how long will it take? You see? You don't have to do anything. Just deny this and focus on this. There lies the truth of I. And here I remains. Is I in time? No. Thought. Where is I? Here. Here. I'm not saying this body is here in this geographical place in this room. Here. Here. I only dwell here. And here is expansive. It is limitless. It is infinite. It is immortal. It is pure, undiluted consciousness. Consciousness is up here in the fingertips, in the elbows, in the knees, but its primary root, its primary source, where all is discovered, including God and Jesus, is here. And when you discover it here, the real brave can start denying this also. But there's not many brave enough to go through that process. Head chopped off. Can we chop our body off? Our eye off? Can we chop the eye off and go beyond I? What can go beyond I? What lies beyond I? What lies beyond consciousness? Not many books written about that, because the writer has no mind that can fulfill what was revealed to that what it is, beyond that what it is, what is beyond I that is.